Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm here today to do a review on the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. I just picked this up last night at work. The lightest shade that we had available was W2, and that's what I picked up. So here I am in all my redness and glory. The only thing I have on my face right now is moisturizer. So I'm going to prime one side of my face, like half of my face, and the other half of my face I'm going to leave unprimed. And yes, I'm obsessed with horizontally striped shirts if you haven't noticed already. So for half of my face I'm going to prime with the Skin Base from MAC. This is a little sample I got when I made my last purchase online. I have a feeling that this foundation isn't going to match me like at all. As you can see, I'm very fair with just the redness. What I'm probably going to have to do is put a different color foundation on my neck to blend the colors together. Okay, so when you open it up, it has a little puff. And then this part opens up. Well, I snapped the top off, so at least it'll be out of my way. And it's sealed for sanitary purposes. And there it is on the inside. So I'm going to take my Bare Minerals Precision Face Flat Top Brush, and I'm just going to dip this right into the little, whatever that is, puff. So the color isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And so far it's coming off as a light coverage. And I'll see if I can build it up at all. And my skin type is normal to dry. Especially right now, it's winter and it's been snowing, and I have the driest, flakiest forehead right now. It's ridiculous. But it doesn't seem to be clinging to the dry patches on my forehead like some foundations do. So far, I actually really like this. You can see how luminous it is. And I'm going back over where I have like the extreme redness. And this is definitely a more pricey drugstore foundation. It was $16.99 at Walgreens. And I have some errands to run today, and I'm going to come check in every couple hours or whatever. So the coverage is definitely buildable if one layer isn't to your satisfaction. But if you're oily, I don't think that you would like this foundation because it is very luminous. Look at that shine. So I'm going to do my concealer and powder as I normally would. I always set my foundation regardless of the type of foundation it is. Just because I like to do that. So I've been seeing some videos on YouTube lately that have been popular, like the trends that should die in 2015 or should stay in 2015, dead. And I have a few that I thought of that I haven't seen yet. One is the whole YASS. I don't even know how to say it because it really annoys me. The YASS. Yes. You see that everywhere, you hear it everywhere. It's so freaking annoying. And I hope people stop saying that. And I also hope people stop saying slay because that annoys me as well. Obviously, to each their own. But those are a couple trendy things I hope to see go away. Especially slay. Oh my gosh. And I had tried using the True Match Lumi before. Unfortunately, it just didn't match my skin correctly. And I didn't try any of the other colors. I tried one time and then I gave up. But I do like the original True Match a lot. I use that. Their pressed powder is actually really good too if you're looking for a good pressed powder. But so far I'm in love with this foundation. And I'm going to set my whole face, first my under eye, with my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC15. Oh, and the concealer I used was the MAC Pro Longwear in NW15. I kind of fell off using that, and I don't know why, because I love it so much. It's amazing. I know the Urban Decay Naked Weightless concealer's like a big thing recently, but I actually like the MAC Pro Longwear better. But that's my opinion. Not everyone is the same. Different things work for different people. I'm just me, doing what I want to do. So I've completely set my face with powder now, and you can still see how luminous it is under even the powder foundation. So I'm going to go finish my makeup and come back, and then we'll establish the time, and then I'll be checking in periodically. So my last video, I couldn't figure out why I looked so weird. And I said, oh, I look tired. I realized when I was editing it, I forgot to put mascara on. And it made me look so freaking weird. I couldn't even figure out. It took that long to figure out why. And I almost just did it again because I was like, oh, now I'm almost done with my makeup. Let me go say whatever. And I almost forgot my mascara again. So I did spray my face with a couple pumps of the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. So far I noticed that the prime side, more of my redness was showing through on my cheek than on the unprimed side. So if I will use this again. When I do use this again, I won't be using any primer at all unless I just spray my face with some setting spray first. I did also notice that it's not really matching me as good as it initially looked like it was. So hopefully they have like an N2 or an N1 even. This is W2 because that might match me more. No, C. I mean C, not N. Duh. C1 is what I need because the C1 is what I use in the True Match foundation that matches me better than the W1. That's what I was trying to say. So it is 10:49. I guess I'll check in after I go run my errands. I got to go to the bank. I have to go to Walmart. I got to go to the post office. So I'll come back when I'm done and check in and see how everything is going. I did highlight my face, so that's not all foundation. But like right here on my cheek, you can still see how luminous it is. So I'll see you guys in a couple hours when I check in. So I'm back with an update. It is 1:08. So I've had it on for just a little over 2 hours. I went and got an oil change. I went to Walmart. Where else did I go? Oh, I went to the post office. I didn't end up going to the bank. So I'll be inside for the next few hours until my husband gets home, and then we're going to go out to dinner. So I'll probably check in after dinner. And to me it looks like the unprimed side is holding up better. When I look up close, around my nose over here it looks a little oily, but over here it doesn't look as bad. Like, you know, the T-zone gets oily, but over here you can tell how much more shiny it is than, well, I guess you can't really tell. I have these really intense lights beating down on my face, so it looks a lot shinier on camera than it actually does in real life. But I can tell on this side it really isn't as oily as it is on this side. So I would definitely continue to use this without a primer. But it's not really wearing away anywhere. I did eat, and I do have an iced coffee that I've been drinking. So I guess I'll come back in a couple hours after dinner and check up with you guys then. Well, actually, let me zoom in real quick. So this is the unprimed side. And this is the prime side. See, you can see that oil building up a lot more on that side than there. And also, right there is where a lot of my redness is coming through, and it's not as bad on this side. So I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Okay, so I'm back. I'm here to wrap up. It's now 7:14, So I've had it on for 7 hours, just a little over 7 hours. So just a little disclaimer, I didn't notice before, but this is only a ½ ounce of product in here, and this is $16.99. Keep in mind that you can get a 1 ounce bottle of, say, MAC foundation for $30 to $32. So keep that in mind if you do want to purchase this. It is very pricey considering it's from the drugstore. So I'm going to zoom in now and we'll see how greasy or whatever I am at this stage. So this is the primed side. And now I'm like super shiny over here in my nose. And the unprimed side, a little shiny, but not as shiny as the other side. I've had some wearing of the foundation off my nose, but it's because I've had to wipe my nose throughout the day. And it's worn off a little bit around my mouth from just eating and drinking and that kind of thing. And I've had some creasing like in my forehead from smiling and laughing, and some creasing around my mouth, which is normal for me, so that's not really a big deal. All in all, I really like this foundation, and I wouldn't recommend this for anyone who's oily, considering I'm generally dry, and just the amount of oil I'm getting in this area right here, and other reviews I've seen online. This isn't really geared towards the oily people, unless maybe you use like a mattifying primer and see how it goes. Otherwise, I'm generally impressed, minus the price point, because that just seems a little bit absurd for a drugstore foundation. And to me, it seems like they're trying to trick you. I mean, honestly, I didn't really think about that until I really looked and realized like your average foundation is an ounce. So that's like double the price of a regular drugstore foundation. So all in all, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm definitely going to be using it on a daily basis, especially to like work, just because how quickly and evenly it applied. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.